Okay, so I was talking with Julia. Well, I'm going to put also here the document that you were working on, Julia. Okay. 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 So I was thinking for this meeting to discuss about these two things. I don't know. Do you think? First of all, the dates and the dates for the meeting in Arias. Because I was just before you come in, Alfonso, I was talking with Julia that I was checking the flights, and the prices are crazy.
More and more.
And yeah, and I was checking like just 4 weeks later, so to do it last weekend of August, and the prices goes like less than the half.
Okay. I think
So I don't know.
if yeah. No, finish.
No,
Sorry.
no, go, go.
Yeah, and I think if we go to September, is less expensive. So maybe yeah, I don't know. We were talking to Baptiste and Paul, and for them it's not possible to meet in summer. So I think it's a good idea to think meeting in September, maybe at the beginning of September. At the end of August, for me, it's not possible because I will be in Spain.
Okay.
So maybe at the beginning of September, or I don't know. How do you have
Oh,
September? Both of you?
Actually, I'm only free on the. Yeah, I'm not free. Yeah, I think I can do the 6th and 13th. But 20th I cannot do in September.
So
between the 6 and 13.
Yeah, I can do the weekend of the 7 and 8, and also I can do the 14 and 15.
you prefer a weekend?
I think so.
For
Okay.
me, would be the weekend of 7th and 8th, because the next one I can't.
Okay.
7, 8 September. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can, yeah, we can communicate the dates in the Slack channel, and we'll see.
Okay.
Okay. And okay. Postpone. Okay.
Je suis no, no.
Oli. Okay, let's set the postpone to September. Weekend 7 8th. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can ask Feliz because he's here right now. Au revoir. He was in a meeting, but I think now it's more or less free,
Okay.
so I can ask
Okay.
him. And like this, we we need just to ask Baptiste and Paul.
Okay.
Um, so wait a minute.
Okay. 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 Okay.
I have some good news. For Twitter, if we use the hashtag #NextGlocal, now there is no result for that. So it's free.
Okay.
So Felix is free.
Yay.
7-8.
Right.
So now
Okay. Okay. Well, then next point. Yeah, well, I was thinking to try to work a little bit in that Twitter campaign that we were discussing last meeting. So we can try to work a little bit in this meeting on it.
okay.
I create this document to work on it. This link here. So yeah, well, I don't know. Try to think about the hashtag or question to make, formats. Also, for example, because I was thinking to try to tag people on the tweets that we did, so we can try to think about the network that we want to active,
Yeah.
and people who we might think that can help.
How structured do we want it to be? I mean, how structured do we want the questions, or do we want it like more open? Not even, I don't know, because as I told you just like now, it's just like, for example, what would be the main theme of the next Glocal is a different question than what would be the main theme of the Glocal in Madrid.
Yeah.
So how specific do you think we should do it? Or can we phase it? Like we are more like open and then we focus on Madrid and then Ariège?
Yeah. For me, we can do more or less a funny thing, you know. If you have to spend 10 days in Madrid with a lot of interesting people, which topic do you want to talk
Okay.
about, or something like that? Or imagine a camp in Madrid during 10 days. Which topics do you want to talk about? Something like that.
I like it.
You are stuck in the island of Madrid for 10 days.
I think we can do the um, Madrid campaign in maybe in Spanish, and why not in English, and the Arias one in French. I don't know.
Okay, but we should do the same questions in the different languages or different questions for different territories.
I don't know, because another question that I was wondering myself is what if uh, how will be an event uh, in Madrid and in Ariège, not at the same time, but some days in Madrid and some days in Ariège, for example. Could be interesting for you, something like that, because maybe it's another format that we can consider.
Hmm.
You know?
Well, I think the tricky part there is
How we
is
will move.
to manage the transportation
Yeah, but let's dream a little
for
bit.
that.
Why not teleportation? Of course.
Come on, dream.
I have a dream of teleportation. I just want to be here.
I have a dream. A lot of
Yeah,
wiser flying.
no, but seriously, guys. Imagine I don't know, a crazy event that starts in Madrid, and then we have 2 or 3 buses, and we go all of us to Arias to spend, I don't know, some other days, something like that. Why not?
So while you just want to have fun on your way back home, like, okay, I'm going to Ariège. I don't want to go alone. I just like,
That's it.
oh,
Or the other way around, first Ariès and then Madrid. It's okay too, because I was thinking, why not? If we have some money, if we have some time to prepare the event, maybe we can think in bring some people from America, some people from Asia. I don't know.
okay.
And in this case, it's better to make a really big event into cities, uh, rural, urban, Spain, France. I don't know. I'm dreaming, but um, I think we can talk about that in Twitter, and maybe we are going to have some ideas, or I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think it's worth it to think about it.
Yeah,
Or we
not
can do
just
it on a boat.
We
sorry.
can what?
We can do it on a big sailing boat or something like that.
Ah, nice. Yeah,
Well, let's just have it in mind, and we can use it also as a thing to put in the Twitter campaign, or I don't know. And I think it depends on the amount of resources that we were able to get.
yeah,
I mean, if we get to have a lot of resources, economical resources, and so then we can hire buses, and well, maybe we can do it, but I think it depends on that. But let's just have it in mind.
yeah,
And another thing that I was thinking for the Twitter campaign, because I guess that we should explain also a little bit what is Glocal Camp, so people can give us feedback about those topics. So I was thinking also that maybe the way to explain Glocal Camp could be like a little bit funny. Like we can make like surveys or polls in Twitter or Instagram in the stories with funny questions like what is Glocal Camp, and 3 options. A bunch of hippies in a weekend. Like 2 options very funny and the one correct, like you can know what is the right one.
Okay.
So then people can like interact a little bit, and we can explain what is Glocal Camp by people interacting, not us explaining in an explicit way. So I don't know.
I like the idea. Yeah. Maybe we are going to be surprised that the correct one is not the most chosen one.
I'm sure no one will choose that.
Yeah.
And okay.
By the way, what's the correct answer to what is Glocal Camp?
That's, I don't know.
Okay, we will see.
Okay, I'm going to put here. So maybe, because I guess that we should think also about the order, but how we do it. So I don't know if it's better to start with this what is Glocal Camp thing for a few days, and then after that to explain that we are going to do the next Glocal Camp in Madrid and Arias, and then to start to ask for feedback for the topics. Could be something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. We can, with the first part of the campaign, we can do some communication of the results, I mean, of the documentation of the last local camp. I don't know if we already have the documentation of the Modena local camp.
I think it's not finished. I don't know.
The inventory that no, not the thing I did. The documentation of the Modena, you are asking.
Yeah, yeah.
There is actually a kind of a report.
I don't know.
But it's not like, yeah, I found it because there's a report for the final meeting where we kind of had decided on the tasks to go forward. I'm sharing it now here, but yeah, it's not like the report of the Canarias.
Yeah.
More like tasks to go forward.
Where have you shared it, Julia?
I shared it on the Hangouts link, group chat.
Okay, can you share it in the meeting minutes?
Sure.
Please, because I don't have access to the chat.
You can go to the link in the documentation at the beginning of the agenda.
Okay, here.
Go to that one. Yes. Then you will see the Modena, the last one in the reports.
Okay, thank you. And Julia, have you published any article in your magazine about this last local camp?
No, but I did this other article which is more academical that I kind of presented in Aquilia, but it's more about civic-wise, not the camp.
Okay. The case of civic wise, no? Is this
Yeah,
one?
that one.
Yeah. Is in my to read list.
Yeah, it's. I think I need to work on it a bit more, but yeah.
I'm writing down here some questions for the surveys. For these, I don't know if you have something in mind. Like we can start with the basics, like what is Glocal Camp, what is Civicwise, and then we can go like going deeper, like why we change the location of the event every year, or I don't know, whatever. Some questions that helps people to understand how it works.
To give some context. Yeah.
Okay. Can we also use this for the Twitter campaign? The same questions?
What?
Can we also use these same questions for the Twitter campaign?
Yeah, I was thinking for that.
Okay.
So I was thinking this, like for this in Twitter, you can set a poll.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we can,
Same thing. Okay.
so we can do it like that. So we need to think after about the like 3 options for each question. But yeah, I don't know, to start putting some question that we can have in mind. I don't know if you have something. I'm checking the frequent asked questions.
Good.
That we have for Madrid, o sea, for where is it?
I think three questions are enough. I mean,
One that can be good to finish will be this one. And we can finish saying that we are going to find the scope through asking in Twitter and Instagram and so on. Great. Great. That's the move. Hey!
wait.
Hey?
I can hear you. Now.
Hello.
Okay, now. Hello.
Ah, mais t'as le son dégueulasse.
How are you, Felix?
Fine, and you?
Fine. We are here having some fun.
Ah,
You're losing it.
I love your English. So good.
I'm fine.
Okay, let's go sleep. Bon, c'est foutu. Vous nous entendez?
Yes.
Can you hear
Now,
us?
yes.
but it's too low. Bon, see you on September, so.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we are going to ask Batista and Paul
Mhm.
in Slack. Hopefully, we are going to meet 7 and 8 here in Ariège.
Excellent.
And we are preparing this Twitter campaign to communicate a little bit and to get some ideas
Mhm.
to find the topic of
Excellent.
the next two Glocal Camp. So this is the
Check, Felix, check after these questions and answers. I'm sure you will.
See
You
you
can
soon.
think about something.
je
See
vais
you.
finir en 5 quarts d'heure.
Excellent.
Et on peut voir
Quand tu
tout
veux.
ça. Allez.
Okay.
And then the last one, the right one.
Is it okay? Physical gathering of civic wise and the local community?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
And okay. I think I would do like more questions, like I don't know, like to have I don't know, like 8, 10 questions. I don't know if we can manage to do that much, but it's also it's not just to give context, but also to like to start to create the movement in social media. So when we ask after this, when we ask for feedback, like we have people already.
Do you remember if we had done a kind of a fact list for the website, in the Lost in Translation? Now I'm gonna check it. Because
No.
at the point I'm really not sure. Maybe at a point we kind of listed down the questions but didn't write the answers.
I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember if we.
I will.
Okay. What we do have is the facts for the Canary Island Glocal Camp. It's here, the link in the meeting minutes. I put it in a comment. I don't know. We can use this kind of question like.
But why?
Finance. Or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 now. And yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we can think about more after.
Yeah, because how have you thought to publish this, Pascual, in a Twitter thread, or just
Yeah.
some tweets like this?
I think it'd be nice to have it, even if we do it in different days. Like maybe we'll launch a couple of questions each day, or I don't know. We need to think about that. But even if we do it in different days, I think it would be nice to have it all in the same thread, so
Yeah.
we can, after when we finish, we have like all the questions with the answers in the same thread, so we can use it also like a frequent ask questions link. And but yeah, I was thinking, like, for example, tweeting the poll in a tweet, and then after some people answer, like a few minutes later, answer with another tweet explaining why this one is the right one.
Okay.
Like giving a little bit more context. Okay, so yeah, you got it. It's the physical, it's the scene. It's physical encounter because blah 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 blah. And I think it could be funny also because like we can also, for example, for in Twitter, I don't know how this works, but in Instagram, it's funny because when people can answer you not just for the survey, like giving the answer, but sending you a private message. So, and I'm sure that some people is going to answer with funny things, so we can like put the screenshot of these funny answers, and like I don't know, like we can use this.
Okay.
And for Instagram, I was thinking in stories.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can answer with. I think it's going to be more funny in Instagram because we can use like a lot of, I don't know, like memes of us with photos of another Glocal Camps that we could use for some answers. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And do you think we should like do all the questions the same day, or maybe some of them one day and some of them the other day, or maybe we should read it, like have few days. We can have one day of doing all these questions and 2 days later to do it again, or I don't know. What do you think?
I think this is more like a 1 week campaign. So one question per day, and then we keep going.
Okay. Because one thing that I was, for example, for Twitter, is easier because we are not going to lose the tweet before. So we are going to have, so if people get to the campaign Wednesday, for example, these people can check for the tweets that we put Monday and Tuesday, so can have the context. But then in Instagram stories, we're going to lose the other days, so people are going to lose the context of
Yes,
the
but
campaign.
the Instagram stories, you can also make them as an album. You know this thing on. You can keep it on your profile. The
Okay.
stories. I will show it to you. Okay. Like this.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have the thing, and then you kind of collect them as, and you can you collect them like albums, so they will be all together in your profile.
But even with that, if you get to the campaign through the stories, maybe some people are not going to go to the profile, so are not going to see the ones before.
So how do we do? Do we post the result and the winner is kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can.
But then we also need a kind of a visual thing for the, which we can find using the previous Glocal photos and so on.
Because right now, how many followers has Civic-wise Instagram? Like 800, I think. Yeah, 900. Because I was thinking if we have enough to do it like repeat the questions, but I'm not sure.
How is that?
Like to do it like, for example, like to do it all the questions the same day in stories, and then like 2 days before or 3 days before the same week to repeat again all the questions, because we have a lot of people, so different people are going to interact.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I also don't know. What about repeating the whole campaign, like after 1 week? You know what I mean? So Monday we post what is Civic-wise. Tuesday we post what's Glocal Camp. We go like this, and then we finish the week, like on Friday, 5 questions finished. And next week we don't do maybe anything. And the other week we start again with the same questions.
I'm not sure of that, because I guess that like the week before we do this, or maybe 2 weeks before we do after we do this, we are going to be doing the campaign about the topics.
Okay. I'm also kind of thinking while we are talking, so.
Well, I don't know. Just maybe we can just think about it these days. I don't know. Right now, I think that in Twitter, I think we don't have any problem because the Twitter is not going to be deleted. So we can do it like one question per day and in a thread. And I think for Twitter, it's okay. And for Instagram right now, I would go with repeat it in the same week. I'm not sure, but like to do it all the questions the same day, like Monday, and repeat it again like Thursday. But I'm not sure.
It can also be more interesting to have them like coming after each other, especially in the stories. But also you can also make polls on Facebook. So will we do that or not?
To post on Facebook the stories.
Not
You mean?
the stories, but you can also post as poll, like you do on Instagram
Yeah.
and Facebook.
Yeah. I think we can do it too on Facebook.
So maybe we need to define different strategies for different platforms, because on Instagram, as you said, it makes more sense to put all the questions after each other, so that like you start watching the story and then you keep clicking. But on Facebook, it's a different thing. I think we should post one question per day rather than posting all the questions the same day.
Yeah. Yeah, for Facebook and Twitter, we can do it like that.
Okay.
Can you do a poll in a normal publication in Instagram?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I'm writing down here for Facebook, one question poll per day. For Twitter, one question poll per day in the same thread. In Instagram, all the questions in the same day. Stories and repeat it. Okay. And okay. Right now we're here. We can say that we can start this campaign in the middle of July, like the week of like 2 weeks after today. So next week we can, because I think it's important, for example, to do these adjustments in the website. So if we start to have movement for social media and people goes to the website, can check like everything is fine. So during this week and next week, we can do this with the website, and also like finish the questions and answers. And then 15th of July, that week, we can start the campaign.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Great. Tomorrow also we have a meeting here, local circle of Madrid, and we'll be working with this. So maybe we can also try to think about more questions, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
One question. Do you think in the end we might need some kind of a visual identity for the campaign also? I don't know. Like using the photos of previous camps and so on with a filter or something. Because on Facebook, I think it would attract more attention if we put an image and the poll. I don't know if we can do it at the same time. I will check now. You understand what I mean? Just
Yeah.
publishing something doesn't work well. Better to add some images.
Not sure
I think it's
because
okay.
of the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you are right.
I mean, if we can do it, it's better. But
maybe we can recycle some images from the last local, no?
okay.
I mean,
Okay.
or maybe we can use an image of one of the fake answer. I mean, for the first question, we can use a photograph of the G20.
Okay. Maybe more interesting.
And this is super easy because we can take the first image of the guy that goes out, for example.
I am trying to check if we can add an image to the polls. Yeah, guys, anyhow, we cannot add images to the polls. So it's something that we need to work on. Sorry.
Because I'm finding.
Because, yeah, you wanted to put pictures of
Yeah.
people from G20 summit. Okay. And so do we meet next week?
Okay. For me.
Next week,
Let's
for
discuss.
me, is possible Monday and Tuesday.
We can do it Tuesday at the same time.
Yes, Tuesday 11 again.
Perfect.
Great.
And before we forget, I'm now announcing it on the here on Slack, so we don't
Okay.
forget anyone again.
11 or 11:30?
Whatever you want. For me, it's okay both.
Let's say 11.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We are going to try to close the date of the meeting before the next week. So if Baptiste and Paul are not answering in Slack, I'm going to contact them directly.
Yeah, I think we should so we can buy the tickets as soon as possible.
Yes. What is the time zone we are in? Okay, it's Central European summertime. It's the same in Madrid right now, right? 12:44.
Where are you?
What's happening?
What?
I can.
I hear some noise. I think it's Alfonso. Microphone.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, now.
Okay. Pascual, what's the time now in Madrid?
12:30.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I like the Twitter campaign. I'm looking forward to do it.
All right. Send. All right. Anything else? Do you want to have a look at the inventory? And do you think we need to do, or I kind of need to work on it a bit more, or let's just leave it like that? What do you think, Pascal?
I didn't check it in details, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, we have a lot of info. I think it's enough right now to start. It's just to have
then
some.
when we find something, we just add to that.
Yeah. I think it's very useful. So nice.
And about the Trello, do you think are we gonna use it or not?
I'm already using it, so I don't know. For at least for my tasks, I'm using it. So I don't know. I think it's very useful if we use it, all of us. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm always like a lurker on Trello. I never really got into using it, but I kind of follow what's going on. Yeah, I can learn.
Okay. I think it's useful to to have always a general view of what is happening
Okay.
and how the work is going. So
Okay. I will get to it.
but let's see how it's going with this, and if during these weeks we see it's useful, we use it, and if we see it's not,
Okay.
we don't. So.
All right.
Okay. Well,
See you next week.
see you next week. We can talk in Slack these days.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Ciao.
Nice. Bye.